I love the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I've had this since launch. 9 months later, I can tell you this, I'd still recommend this. Like, I'd still recommend you picking it up, even though we're getting closer and closer to the release of the iPhone 16 Pro Max. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. Today, we're going to be talking about iPhone 15 Pro Max and why I think this is still a great device to buy, even though we are approaching the release of the 16 Pro Max and just the 16 series in general. And I want to start things off with design. So let's take the case off. I'm going to talk about the case in a moment. And this case, by the way, is phenomenal. It's from ESR. But here's the thing, this design and build, it's become of iPhone nature, but this titanium build has been phenomenal. And I've rocked the case throughout my duration of using the 15 Pro Max. This build is great. Titanium it feels much lighter, but it also makes it feel more premium. It's a brushed titanium. This back is also brushed as well, and it just gives a really premium look and feel. And I love this blue titanium. I feel like they're going to get rid of it with the 16 series, and that's not kind of a reason why I personally would recommend picking up the 15 is if you like this color. So just do keep that in mind. The duration of this video, colors may change with the successor, but nonetheless, it's held up very well. I've had no dings or scratches. Then again, I do take really good care of my phone, but I've seen other users who go caseless and they've been going very well with the 15 Pro Max. They haven't had any real issues whatsoever. Again, it's just kind of luck, like whether you drop it on concrete or just like whatever type of surface it is. It all depends on how you drop it, where you drop it, how far you drop it from. So that I can't really talk about because, well, for me, I've kept it in very good condition and I take care of it, and I use cases like this one from ESR. And this is my favorite one that I have right now from ESR. This is the classic hybrid case with a stash stand. First of all, this magnet right here is really good. Like, I'm gonna throw on my MagSafe wallet and it just sits there. Like, yeah, that is really good. And also the fact that you use this right here and now becomes a stand is also really nice as well, and it's a premium feel. But I love that it's a clear case because I adore my blue titanium color, and I get to see that color with this clear case. It's relatively thin, it has those precise cutouts. I would definitely recommend using the classic hybrid case with that stash stand. But if you don't like that, then you can go for this Armor Tough case, and this pretty much gives you a 360-degree total phone protection. It does exceed military grade protection. It also does have that stand as well, so you get the same thing. It's built to last up to 3,000 plus uses. Now it's a two-part case, so this actually reminds me of OtterBox, but it's definitely built more premium, and it has MagSafe too. So just do keep that in mind. But yeah, if you want to protect every single part of your phone, this is that case to go with. And if you just want to kind of go the normal route, then you go with this Cloud Soft case, and this is even more premium than Apple's silicone case. First of all, you get this premium camera cutout that's used as a stand. This is the Cloud Soft case, and again, just throw it on just like that and you're all set to go. It has a soft premium feel. It's still silicone, but it gives a better feel and a enhanced grip when you're using it, and you really can't go wrong with the Cloud Soft case. So huge thanks to ESR for sending these out. Again, I'll be leaving links in the description down below, but for me, I easily recommend this, and you'll be seeing this in my videos as well as my photos on social media as well. This is the case that I am rocking on the daily. So everything about the design and build has been phenomenal in my use case. In addition, this front display is also great viewing content, and I'm using this display frequently. I'm using my iPhone frequently for videos and content, photos, videos on social media, for TikTok, YouTube, short form, long form. Everything is really being done in the end with the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So you can't really go wrong with that display. If you're looking for a phone to make content, this is going to be it. And for viewing content, as well. Let's talk about the software and the performance. So iOS 17 has been essentially bug-free, at least for me. Though there's probably bugs on here, but just bugs that I really haven't noticed in the software in my use case. However, by the time this video is probably out, iOS 18 will also be out, and I will be running the beta, so that will be for a separate video. But everything else about iOS 17 has been great. The A17 Pro is also a great chip that doesn't have any hiccups at all. Like I've thrown everything at it that I can, at least with some video editing on here with iMovie. I've used Adobe Lightroom. I've played heavy intensive games on here, lots of YouTube videos, like lots of switching apps to apps. No issues whatsoever. So if you're looking for a great, obviously this is going to be a great phone for the software and performance, but even 9 months down the road, it still feels like it's day one. That's what I'm trying to say. This phone still feels like it's from out of the box from day one. So, and I know a lot of other users with the iPhone 15 Pro Max probably will agree with me, and that's to be expected. I mean, 9 months later, you're not gonna see a huge downfall or degradation with the performance, but I just wanted to put that out there. Cameras is a huge thing with iPhones every year, and probably this year with the 16 series, they're gonna talk a lot about the cameras. But for me, I use iPhone cameras mainly for content, but if you just wanna use it for taking photos and having good memories with your friends and your family, and to look back when you're older, then these cameras suffice. These cameras are great. You're getting a versatile camera with a wide, ultra wide, and a telephoto lens. The quality itself is great. The video quality is great. And I always say it all the time. If you have an iPhone, you have one of the best devices to start making content. Now, just a little off topic, but Marques Brownlee, he just hit 1 million followers on his autofocus channels. It was shot just on smartphones. Yes, he has a following from his other main channel and his other social medias, but the fact that he's recording his autofocus channel videos with not iPhone specifically, but with smartphones means a lot. It means if you put in the work and the effort, then you can too grow a following, or you can grow and improve your content with a camera, in this case the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I shoot most of my main videos here, other than obviously when the topic is about this, my main videos with the iPhone 15 Pro Max camera, and I'm really happy with it, and I'm gonna continue to keep using it as my main camera. So I can vouch for it. I use this for videos for my other YouTube channels, for my Tesla Volt YouTube channel that's really slowly starting to kick off, and I can't wait for what's to come with that channel in the future of that, as well as my Pokemon channel that I have some ideas that I plan on putting in as well. So definitely be sure to check out those channels as well. But camera quality for both photo and video is phenomenal. Battery life is one thing I can say that is the weakest part about this phone. It's good. It's not screaming anything too great. And I'm actually gonna go into settings right here. I'm gonna go into battery health normal. Like I'm at 96%. At this time last year with the 14 Pro Max, I was still at 100. I was at 100% battery life with the 14 Pro Max up until literally like the very end, until I traded that in for the 15 Pro Max. And now it's, I'm about 3 months out from the 16 series, and I'm already down 4%. It's probably gonna go more. And I'm using this for video recording. I'm using it during the day for social media, for making content, photos and videos, editing and everything like that. So it's going through a heavy use every single day. And for 96%, that's not too bad, but my workflow hasn't changed from last year's 14 Pro Max to this year's 15 Pro Max. So the fact that I had a better battery health last year compared to this year does mean something, and I hope they improve with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But iOS 17 hasn't really given me too many issues. Yeah, there's a whole overheating thing at the very beginning. I only had one incident, and after that, Apple did issue a software update, and it's been really good ever since. Again, 6 to 7 hours of screen on time if I'm really pushing it. But it's not a bad battery life phone, but it's good. But there's better devices out there with better battery life. So just do keep that in mind as well. And let's talk about the price, because again, like pricing, I feel like I have to talk about it because it's a determining factor for many consumers when they're looking to pick up a phone or any other product for that matter. And this is starting off with 256 gigs for $11.99. I don't know how, I've never really seen Apple give discounts like $100 off their iPhones at all. I've seen Samsung and other companies do it, but not with Apple. Maybe if you go through a carrier deal, then yeah, you'll get something, you'll get some money off or whatever it is, like a free upgrade on us. Again, it all depends on carrier deals, but directly from Apple, their prices have pretty much stayed the same throughout the entire year. So if you want to pick this up brand new for $11.99, 256 gigs, go right ahead. If you want to pick it up, like if there's an Amazon renewed you can find, or used on eBay or wherever it is that's for a little cheaper, definitely would recommend. But yeah, you know what you're going into when you're going to pick up an iPhone. Like, you know the price, especially if it's going to be from Apple. So I mean, I guess the audience here knows what they're getting into with the price, but again, I just wanted to put that out there. But just to wrap things up, I would still recommend this phone 9 months later, even though we're approaching the launch of the iPhone 16 series. And that's what I said at the beginning of this video. Why? Because it still nails pretty much all the fundamentals that I look for in a smartphone. It's great design and build. It has great software and performance. It has a great camera, which has slowly started to become more and more a priority for me. It has decent battery life. I wish I had better, but you know, it's not too bad. But it's a all-around great phone that's going to work for most people, especially here in the US. Everyone that asks me, should I switch to Android, whatever it is, like I look at them, they have an Apple. I had someone earlier today ask me, man, I'm really eyeing the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Like, I'm really tempted to switch my 15 Pro to it. And he's got AirPods Pro. He's got an Apple Watch. He's trying to invest into like a MacBook. And if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it's probably gonna take some time for you to get out of the Apple ecosystem. Maybe you probably can't. I mean, look, I'm talking about an iPhone. I have an iPhone 13 mini recording. I've got an Apple Watch. I have a Mac mini. I have an iPad mini 6. Like, I have the Apple ecosystem. So I can recommend this. I absolutely love it. And yes, I use other Android phones too, by the way. For those who are gonna say, oh, he's an Apple fanboy. It's 12:01 a.m. So I'm getting a little bit tired. So I may be kind of going off script or going off notes from what I have, but that's just the truth. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Check out the ESR cases in the link in the description down below. Absolutely love what they do. I've been working with them for a couple of years, but I've genuinely come to love their products. And I also had someone recently who asked me, I need a new charger, I need a new case. And I was like, if you want charging accessories, if you want case accessories, definitely check out ESR. They've got some good stuff. So I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, definitely be sure to superman the like button, comment down below, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot. It will help push my content out to more people. Stay tuned, everyone. Lots of content is coming to the channel, on this channel, on Tesla Volt, on my Pokemon channel. We're gonna get to, I'm trying to hit my goal at least of this year of 50,000 subscribers here on the channel. So if you want to support the channel, it would really mean a lot. Everything, all the support is invested back into this channel. Starting a YouTube channel back in 2014 was one of the best decisions I made. It's opened so many doors and opportunities for me. I've met so many great people. I've worked with great companies. I've been able to just check out the tech that I really love. I remember telling myself one day I'm going to review all the phones and use every single phone that comes out on the market. And it's come to a point where like I'm struggling to keep up with the amount of products that come in the studio and the phones I get to review. But I'm really happy with it. And it's become a part of who I am. And it's made me grow into, it's made me see things differently, I'll put it that way. Obviously, I've also have branched the YouTube channel and built it into a business of mine. officially. So I've started to see things differently as well, but it really has taught me a lot of life lessons too. So anyone who's out there looking to start a YouTube channel, I mean, there's no better time than to do it now, but do something that you're passionate about doing. And for me, it's tech and my other channels too. But anyway, I think we're at the end of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy again for like the third time I'm saying that, but catch you guys in the next one.